So we are going to be using RACER to apply to our math word problems. You are already used RACER before in your other classes. You've already used it this year, this summer with Mr. Quigley. So now we're going to apply it to math. So the math problems you're going to be doing this week are simple math problems to not make this too complicated. So what you're really going to be focusing on is writing the answer using the RACER method. And so therefore I made the questions not too difficult. So don't get hung up on that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the word problem. This is an example that I already did for you. It says Albert has 3 boxes of pencils with 15 pencils in each box. He gives 7 pencils to his brother. How many pencils does Albert have left? So the first thing I want you to do when you're reading the word problem is to highlight the question, which I did already for you. And then we're going to be filling in the RACER boxes. So I'm going to go through each one. I already did fill them in for you. So the first one is rephrase the question or restate the question. So we're going to rephrase it in the form of an answer. Albert will have blank pencils. We're trying to figure out how many pencils does Albert have? And I'm going to fix this because we're not talking about boxes. How many actual pencils does he have? So this is the answer. Albert is going to have 38 pencils. That's my answer. 38. I'm going to underline that. So A stands for answering the question. Now C is going to cite the evidence. So how did I get that 38? So I'm going to determine how many boxes of pencil Albert has by first multiplying the number of boxes, which is 3, by the number of pencils in each box. So 3 times 15. And that, by the way, is 45. And then it says he gives 7 to his brother. So then we're going to take that answer and subtract 7. So I'm citing what I did here. And then I'm going to show it mathematically. So first thing I'm going to do is 15 times 3. So I put those in parentheses. So it's 15 pencils times 3 boxes. And then minus 7 because he gives 7 to his brother. Now, if I'm to solve for that, I always like to line up my equal signs. But I'm going to solve for that. So 15 times 3 is 45 minus 7. So 45 minus 7 is 38. And that's how I got my answer. Now I'm going to explain and expand. This is going to seem somewhat redundant because this problem is a little bit more basic. But if you're getting into the habit of it, as you get into more complicated problems, it'll get a little bit more complicated. So basically I'm explaining. So Albert will have 38 pencils. How did I figure that out? So he has 3 boxes of 15 pencils, which is 45 pencils. And he gives 7 to his brother. So that is 45 minus 7, which is 38. And then I'm going to restate my answer. This is how I know that Albert has 38 pencils. And that's it. So what I did this week is I posted 3 more word problems for you to solve using the RACER method. You don't have to write this in a paragraph at the end. You can just fill in the graphic organizer and submit it. And I will post an answer key probably Thursday so you can check your answers. And I'm going to have office hours this week on Wednesday at 9:30. Might be a little bit later. It might be like 9:40. My son has soccer, so I have to pick him up at 9:30. So maybe around 9:40, 9:45. So you're going to do those 3 word problems. And also I'm going to post the link again for the math multiplication problems and try to do those 3 times again and submit that. And that's it.